going on YouTube? It's me, Tiffany, and I'm here with my co-host, Naya.
Hey guys!
And we're back with an all new video.
Yep, we are.
Right now we are in our porch chairs because we have...
As you can see, it's no couches behind us.
We have new furniture coming, so you know, we're laid back like we're on the beach and shit. I'm really not with that, so I'm going to set up like this, but...
I'm too fat.
Yeah. I'm irritated right now because for some strange reason our phones aren't working around here or something. Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but it took me forever to start the video because I didn't have all my info because the fucking internet wasn't working. So fucking irritating. But anyway, today I want to start the show off with Today I want to start the show off with talking about, obviously, 9/11. Remember 9/11?
Yeah, I was just holding on.
Alright, stop touching me.
My arm's too short to keep it back here. It's uncomfortable.
So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Today I kind of was, I'm definitely remembering 9/11, but 9/11 is just, it's a touchy subject for me. It's the 9/11... I can remember the day of 9/11 very clearly, and it involved my stepfather, who really is like my real dad. And it was probably about a month or two before he died. So every time I think about 9/11, I think about him, and I just think about the whole day. And then I really cannot handle the fact that innocent people were blown up in these buildings. So like that really bothers me. But let's talk about it.
Can I tell you something though? Okay. Not to cut you off. Today, you know, it's celebration. But today was the day that the jets.
Oh my God!
You do not know how my coworker was so scared because she didn't know about the jets, and she was like, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's celebration. You know, they fly the jets." She was like, "It's."
I didn't know about it either, and in the building I work at, I'm in the basement, so I didn't hear it until I went out on my lunch break. But as soon as it happened, I saw it up and down my Twitter timeline, so I knew that something was going on. You know,
it
was
felt, because I was downtown, like I'm right around the corner from the harbor. It felt like the jet was on top of my building, like. It was so loud all daggone day. But I also heard that the Jets were also here, like, you know, watching out or whatever, because Biden is coming tomorrow, and supposedly, allegedly, Obama might be coming with him. So, that's what my mother said when she saw the Jets. She was like, Obama, I must be coming. But they come, the Jets come anyway for celebration, so I don't know if it was a mix, you know, but the Jets fly for celebration.
Say that it's going to be a big celebration down in the harbor with the Blue Jets.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, it's a great big celebration
every week, like it's okay.
Because she thinks she's a part of it. She thinks she is.
Can you leave a set of keys? Okay, so first of all, I wanted me and Tania very briefly. Doesn't know what brief is.
I do know what
no,
brief
you don't.
Is. I do know what brief is.
I just wanted to talk about, you know, where I was the day that it happened. I'm not going to say what grade I was in, but I was in school, and I believe I was in like a science class or something, and we had a TV in there. Like, for some reason we had several TVs in there, and it was just like all over the news, and like all of us were just like getting scared. And then next thing I knew, we were getting out of school early, and I was just like, okay. At the time, my parents worked downtown. I wasn't really familiar with the World Trade Centers in New York, so all I knew was Trade Center, and we had one here down at the harbor, and that was too close. That was too close to where my parents were working. So like me and my brother, because he was in a year above me, and me and him were like freaking out because he's like a crybaby anyway. So you know, he was just like, I want them to come home. But my stepdad did end up coming to pick us up, and me and my sister was talking about it today. She was saying that she remembered freaking out because she was like a senior in high school when it happened. So she was just like she was scared because she knew that they were downtown too. But what's hilarious is when we got home from school, when he picked us up early, he surprised us with a George Foreman grill. And at the time, that was when the George Foreman grill had like just came out, and it was really, really popular. Sorry, that was a good cheeseburger. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Well, I remember 9/11. I was in the 9th grade, so you know, you're a freshman, and it was like the second week of school, so it was like weird. I was in my English class, and all of my classes actually had TVs because we had morning announcements, and they came on the television, like students did them. So we had TVs, and so they were showing the news, and everybody was just like I knew what the World Trade Center was, but like I think I was too young to really grasp like what had happened. But I knew I had family in New York, but my family doesn't live in downtown New York, but they, you know, are up there either way. So I was just, you know, like I know it was in New York and not here, so I was, you know, kind of worried. But you know, I do remember getting out of school early, and my mother had to work, so she couldn't leave. So my friend at the time, her mother picked us up from school, and I think we went and like got chicken boxes or something and went back to her house.
Yeah, I remember watching it for months. Like my mother is a big news junkie, so like it was always on in the house, and it was just what
I would say the one thing though, once I like, because at school like they really didn't tell you what happened, they just had the news on, and then like you went home early. Like, you really didn't know. But I remember, like, once I realized, like, the actual, like, what happened, like, and I just felt so bad. Because I just was like, why are we getting out of school early? Like, I wasn't, like, you know, like, oh, I feel bad.
Oh, no, I was like that from the
because I didn't know.
No.
I didn't know really, like, the gist of it.
I didn't know the gist of it, but I saw a plane go into a building. So, immediately, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was stressed out. People's mothers and fathers died. Like, that's people's family died.
Like families.
It's just, it's too much for me. Like, I can't handle stuff like that. Just the thought of it. And then today on my Instagram, which was fine, you know, a lot of people were remembering 9/11, but as you know, over the years, like a lot of movies have came out, documentaries on it, videos. And of course, a lot of 9/11 calls are out there, and a lot of videos of people out right outside of it that you could actually see the buildings tumbling and stuff. I can't deal with those 9/11 calls.
I don't want to.
I listened to one of them today because I've heard a lot of them. Like around the time when it first came out, I watched a lot of documentaries. I saw like 2 9/11 movies. But I haven't seen or heard any in a while. So when I heard that today,
it's really not something you want to relive.
Like, I was really about to cry. Like, this lady was like all the way, like probably like 4 floors down from the top. And she was just saying that her and her co-workers were trapped in there, and it was really, really smoky. And she was just saying that it was getting really, really, really hot. And she was just like, oh, you guys want to help us? And like after it had went off, the guy's caption that put it up had said that, you know, they didn't make it. I can't. I'm ready for 9/12 to appear.
It's something that I will never forget, but I really don't want to relive 9/11
I can't
every year. And sometimes I feel bad about that because I don't want to relive it. But I don't want to relive it. Like, I don't want to be sad every 9/11. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm just not that type of person. So every year I don't want to be like.
I mean, I don't mind
depressed.
I don't mind it, but it's just. I mean, eventually it won't be as depressing. But to me, I mean, even though it's been 13 years,
so? I don't think. I would say it's been 13 years. It happened when we were children.
No,
and it's still sad.
No, I mean, I don't know. All I can do is hope. I mean,
like it's still sad. And I feel like now is because we're adults. Like, it probably affects us more because like we're like, damn, like we really, really, you know, can understand.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
All right.
If anybody is watching this that was affected by it, I would love to hear your story. I just would love to hear it. I'm getting stressed out, so we're gonna go ahead and switch the topic because y'all don't understand. Like, it really affects me. Whew. But anyway, on to some more happier news. Come on back, Happy Tiff. You're in there somewhere. We have over 5... What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Don't whisper and don't...
What?
Say what you said.
The fans saw what I said. The viewers saw what I said.
Anyway, we have over... Don't... I keep telling you about those fugly faces.
Alright.
We have over 500 subscribers. And, I didn't know that we had over 500 subscribers. And actually, I'm going to do my shout out early. My shout out is to Montreal. She follows me on Twitter. I actually think that she's from Baltimore too. She came on Twitter and was just like, congratulations on your 500 followers. And I was like, thank you, girl! Like, that was really my reaction, even though you couldn't tell through the computer. Well, the phone. But I'm so excited because I can't remember when we had 10 subscribers. Like,
now we have 500.
502.
500.
So I'm hoping we can make it. I mean, it's not unrealistic, but I'm hoping that we can make it to like 650 before the new year.
That would be nice.
So shout out to all the subscribers. Okay, so let's get into real quick the some Ray Rice updates because more things are unfolding by the hour.
Yeah, it is.
Let me tell you, me and Tanette went to the gym the day before and yesterday, and like every screen was Ray Rice knocking his wife out.
And I don't understand why they keep on playing it.
Oh, they're going to keep playing
like nobody wants to see that shit.
Oh, they're going to keep playing it. But okay, so let's just talk about a couple things that have happened. Number one, it came out today that his high school has taken down the jerseys that were hung up.
Oh my god.
Which I'm surprised because New Rochelle is a big support system for Ray Rice. I also heard that he was he actually told a news reporter that he would be moving back really soon.
Probably.
Because I mean that's where his support system is.
It's no reason for him to stay here.
And okay, so then we were watching the news, and here they had a pizza shop giving away free pizzas if you turn in your Ray Rice gear. Y'all, like, it was a line of people turning in their stuff for this pizza. And it just really bothered me because, like I said, like, I understand that this happened, but I don't know, like, that's just me. I'm still a Ray Rice fan. Like, I don't know. It feels weird. And then, it was a lot of dads. They interviewed a lot of dads on the news, and they were just like, we got to get rid of these jerseys. Like, I don't need my daughter walking around for a Ray Rice jersey on. Which, I mean, especially if you're not a Ray Rice fan, of course you wouldn't want somebody that abuses their wife on your child. But, I mean, it's just because he's family. Like, it's Ravens Nation. Like, we're a family. It's just weird. Like, even the football players on the Ravens were just like, it's like still weird to say that he's not a Raven anymore. So, and then on top of that, he's losing endorsement after endorsement after endorsement.
Lost EA Sports.
He lost Nike. Like, I can't deal. And then his wife came out for statement like the day after it happened, and she was just saying, congratulations if you were a part of, tearing our lives down. We are very upset about it. Da 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 da. And then she actually came under Gossiper's Instagram page and said something really rude. And in my opinion on that is, I know that she's upset right now, but the best thing for her to do right now is to stop. Don't
the best thing for her is to get off the internet.
Like, don't say nothing. Be quiet. Be the fuck quiet. Like, if you notice, Evelyn Lozada, when they were going through that thing with her and Ocho, like, she disappeared for months. She disappeared for months.
She needs to do the same thing.
I definitely agree that she should do the same thing. And then I wanted to talk about how there are a lot of celebrities tweeting their thoughts on Ray Rice, and actually two who were violently attacked. I watched one last night. Not violently, physically attacked, but cyber attack. Was Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson talked about how he was disgusted about the whole thing. Ray Rice wasn't a real man, da da da. Which he is. He can, to me, anybody can say their opinion because everybody has their own opinion. Especially men. Like, men.
Especially men in that.
Right.
In that field. Athletic.
Right.
I mean, athletes.
Right.
I feel like if anybody's going to speak their opinion, it should be them because they're almost living the same life.
Right.
But the difference between an opinion, I think it's a difference between an opinion and a judgment. And, like, more so people are, like, judging him instead of just saying like, you know, I don't think that was right. That's my opinion. I don't think that was right, and he shouldn't have did that. He's a piece of shit, and like that's almost like a judgment. But I mean that's just to me,
right? Yeah, I mean, I understand. I do. Like, I feel like that too, but then I don't know, like, when I try to look at it outside of a Ray Rice fan, and when every time I see him punch her in her face and she slaps her head,
I would say,
I'm just like, I
would say as a fan, I don't want to see it not as a fan, because as a fan, I still cringe.
Yeah, like,
so if I was a person who didn't care about Ray Rice, or, you know, like, had no type of relationship or anything, I don't know what my feelings would be like, because right now I still cringe and I'm like, oh no. Like, every time I see it, I'm just like, no.
I hate it had to be Ray. But like I said, last night they attacked poor Magic Johnson, and when I say they attacked him, they started talking about, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're better because you went out and caught an incurable disease and almost gave it to your wife. Well, I never went back and looked,
okay.
But it was basically, it was hundreds of tweets about him having AIDS, which
go ahead. And you want to know something? It's crazy because I've noticed, like, if you notice, like, when the news puts stuff up, they are putting up, like, people who just have, like, who the same people are like, he should have been put out the NFL. Like, they're putting all those people up. But it's actually people, other than me, who don't feel like that.
Yeah.
None of them know. They're not on the news.
Yeah.
They're not showing their tweets. Like, yeah. I mean, the news isn't. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's like, if you don't go with what, and that's what I was just telling Tiffany earlier, is like, if you don't say what the news wants you to say, or if you don't say what the media wants you to say, you will be attacked and shut down. That's just like Paul George. Yeah. Paul George said on there, like, he was like, the person, the victim, the actual victim has moved on and is not okay with it, but, you know, has moved on from it. Why can't we do the same thing? It's not like he beat up the media. Yeah. Or, you know, like, it's not like he beat up his coach. He was just expressing
his own feelings and his opinion.
And exactly, but I'm saying, like, he tweeted, do you know he had to delete his tweets? But, of course, it's no point for a celebrity to delete their tweets, because somebody has screenshotted it. But, you know, it got screenshotted or whatever. Do you know they are dragging the shit out of him? His coach even had to come on up and say an apology. But why does he have to say an apology for? Because this is how he feels. Like, and it's not what you want him to say.
Things will never be the same. And also, then it came out that, you know, of course, which we already felt like anybody, that the NFL had already seen the tape. Then it came out that same night, like, I meant to say something, that TMZ had already had threats out, like, we have proof that the NFL knew. So now it's come out that a voicemail is actually proof of a voicemail that the NFL knew. So I don't know.
I heard that man might be getting fired.
Yeah, I really don't have 100% facts on that yet, so I'm gonna wait until probably Monday to talk about that. But
my feelings on it is, they made this rule: if you get a domestic violence, whatever, you get 6 suspensions?
6 or
whatever. Okay. You don't get to play. And they made it because of what just happened. I guess they didn't think the video was going to come out. And they made it because of Ray Rice. Like, they made that because of him. And it's just like, okay, the video came out. Now, but, like, why didn't he get the 6?
I mean, well, we already talked about that Monday. I
like, that's where I'm at. I just don't understand it. Maybe, like, you know, they'll talk more about that, because that's the only part I don't get, is why he didn't just get, you know, he couldn't play in the 6 games like they said.
Well, today, I mean, well, not just today, but all week people have been asking me, especially today, and a lot of people have been asking bloggers, what do you think about, you know, do you think Ray Rice deserves a second chance? And I do. I mean, it took me a couple of days to think about it, me personally, but I do believe he deserves a second chance, and I'm just sad that his second chance won't be able to be with the Ravens. That's my only issue.
Yeah.
That's my issue, but I wanted to give a shout out to the Ravens because tonight we played
the Steelers.
So,
and you know what? I just want to say on my last video, because I was very, very upset because I was emotional about it. I was like, I'm not watching another Ravens game, and I'm probably not going to watch this one tonight. But I really, really hope that the Ravens beat the Steelers because I don't like them. But go ahead.
Moving on. Shout out to all the iPhone users. As we saw, the new iPhone will be coming out, I believe, next week. I think it comes out the 19th.
I would say you can pre-order it.
Yeah, you can pre-order it now.
I ain't got it.
I want the iPhone 6 Plus.
Me too.
I've already gotten my upgrade, but at this point, I'm like kind of willing to put some money together to get it because I want it that bad. So
I want it, but I want to see how much I'm going. Like, can I sell my phone for it?
Yeah,
I need to talk to somebody. I probably need to go inside the store.
But I'm just excited. I'm excited about the whole fingerprint thing to access your photos and your text messages, and that's not just from. But see, like this is two different things. Like mine's is not because I don't want like somebody to like Taneo or like Nene or somebody to pick up my phone and go through my stuff, like, because I'm not worried about that. I'm really worried about, when people steal your phone, not just because it's like a thing now where you can break into people's phones, and people go into your phones nowadays and start leaking your shit. I mean, I don't have anything to leak, but I'm just saying.
I just want it because the first thing I thought about, I was like, Kari will never be able to be like, I know your password now. Just give me, like, she just that's my girl. She just bothers me, but yeah.
No, I'm excited about the iPhone. Also, I wanted to tell you guys about this iTunes concert that they had the other day, the Sam Smith part. I just need y'all to go. Is it still on there?
Yeah, but on limited time. It's not.
Go to iTunes and watch
the iTunes Festival.
And
watch that.
Shout out to Graham. I was about to say Graham Chris. Shout out to Graham because Graham came in my DM and reminded me. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Sam Smith is one of those people that you don't have to worry. Like, oh my God, don't hit that note. No. Oh my God, are they gonna sound good live? Fucking amazing. Better than the fucking seat. Like,
can I tell you something? Shout out to Graham, because let me tell you, okay, I had got off of work early that day, and so I was in the bed, and because I'm addicted to my cell phone, I just I got up, and my first thing I did, I went to Twitter, and I saw Graham tweet something about Sam Smith, and I just automatically went to iTunes like that. I love you, Graham.
Y'all, please go look at it. On to some exciting news. Oh my God!
You really scared me.
Oh my God! Okay. All week since Monday, since after I recorded, all this scandal shit has, y'all. Woo! Okay, first the scandal group photo came out where it's basically called the scandal prom. Like, they're dressed like they're going to a prom.
Yeah, they look great.
Oh my God.
Everybody looks amazing.
But today I found out, I think it was yesterday, Kerry Washington tweeted that Vera Wang actually invited her and Bellamy Young, who plays Melly, on there to get fitted for their dresses. Their dresses are Vera Wang, and Olivia Pope is actually wearing a wedding gown. I saw it on the runway. Okay, so then of course when they put these photos out, because of course Olivia's in the middle and they have like fits kind of close by.
You notice, why is Melly always in the back in the corner?
Everybody has that too. Jake is kind of like sitting. He's still next to Olivia, but you can kind of space it to where you can edit that shit to just Olit. Tony Goldwyn and Kerry Washington together alone look fucking amazing.
They are the prom king and queen.
They look like Barbie dolls. I would buy that Barbie doll edition.
King and kin.
Okay, so and then like the photo is really pretty because if you guys seen it, and you can go look them up, Kerry Washington has on black and white. All the guys have on black and white, and all the guys are like kind of to the center of the picture. But then you have the sprinkles of Bellamy, Abby, and then Quinn, and they have on like blue, pink, and green.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lynn Paulo, who's the designer. Fucking amazing.
Can I tell you something? That dress that Melly had on, even though, like, because Olivia looked damn good. And, you know, I was like, that looks like a wedding gown. Right. And now that you said Vera Wang, because, you know, she's known for making wedding gowns.
Right.
So, but I just happened to look at Melly and I was like, God damn. Like,
goddamn,
you look awesome. Where did that shirt come from? Is that there? That's a nice shirt.
So then the pictures came out that they kind of, you know, everybody gets a single shot, but it wasn't in that anymore. It was just in like their regular work attire. Slay after fucking slay after fucking slay. They look so, y'all know my boo Liv look good. All the girls look good. Huck look good. But then that awkward moment came, y'all. That awkward moment when I was looking at the group photo and I realized that Harrison was no longer a part of Scandal.
It's sad, right?
It's really, really sad. Okay. Then they had this BuzzFeed, what's it called? I think it's called Buzz something. It's like a little show. I believe it's an internet show, but and they're also bloggers. They had a little special last night where they had the 3 women of TGIT, thank God it's Thursday, Viola Davis for How to Get Away from Murder, Ellen Pompeo for Grey's Anatomy, and Kerry Washington for Scandal, and they just answer questions. And I just wanted to tell y'all like a couple of things they said. So, first of all, Kerry Washington definitely said on the next hiatus, which will be probably around Christmas and stuff, she has some producing coming up, and she has some new movies coming up. So, y'all know
that's what's up.
Fucking excited. So excited. Meredith, because I told you the wrong thing, Meredith Grey, which is Ellen Pompeo, she said that her biggest challenge this season is the flashbacks, because at the end of season 10, we find out that her mother actually had a child that she put up for adoption. So she said a lot of season 11 is flashbacks. It's also called the season of Meredith, which I just got tingles thinking about it. Okay,
I'm excited.
So she said that she has to play her younger self, and she said it is so hard.
And she looks old.
Right. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but also not just that, but it's gonna be a lot of, you know, when she was younger, because obviously we have to see when Alice was pregnant.
She get pregnant?
Right.
And like, how didn't Richard know?
Shonda and these damn writers.
Yo, this is cray. I can't. But the thing is, like, I can't wait to see her reaction to this girl, because it's like the girl is the new Yang, but now you're about to be the new Lexi. Bitch, please, I will not.
I know how Meredith is. Okay, and then I wanted to tell you that I'm really excited about How to Get Away from Murder, and I have to figure out how. What?
I was about to say I'm not watching it.
Why?
It just didn't seem like something I would want to watch.
It seems really good, especially after I actually watched the interview came on last night, but I watched the whole thing today at work. And the first episode, the one of the questions that the fans sent in was you know, how do you deal with the whole, you know, sexual thing, because obviously all of Shonda's shows are sexual. How to Get Away with Murder, we found out last night in the pilot, Viola Davis has a sex scene, which she's not known for sex scenes in any of her. Can't fucking wait.
Oh my God.
I've come to the, in her, you don't really follow up on it, but her love interest on the show is Tom Verico, who is actually the main director for Scandal. So like, he's been bouncing back and forth, and he's a good looking white guy, so I can't wait. So I already said that, you know, I would be, so what I think I'm going to do is record How to Get Away with Murder, and we'll do the show, and then I'll just watch it, you know, after I record Scandal show. So also they asked Meredith and Olivia if they, Carrie and Ellen, if they could give their character some advice, what would they give it? I mean, they asked Viola too, but since we don't really know about the character, we really couldn't, you know. So Olivia Pope said she would definitely.
Kerry Washington
said she would definitely tell Olivia to get therapy. True. And that, you know, it's time to get a new man. And Ellen said that she would tell Meredith to mind her business. She said, if you notice, Meredith is in everybody's business.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And she said that's hard for her. She said because like she's involved in everything on the show.
She is.
And she's the voice on the background of the show. So I mean, it's just crazy, but
that's so funny. I love her laugh.
Me too. Right.
But that's what she said, like when she cried.
Then they put out all these selfies of Kerry Washington. Look, last night I just need a Kerry Washington stand right here with me right now to go off. But anyway, so I'm even more excited because our Scandal recap is next week. 14 days until Scandal returns. 2 more Thursdays until Scandal returns. And actually next week they'll be replaying the season finale of Grey's Anatomy and Scandal because it's the week before. So I had to get it off my chest. Whew, I'm so excited. Okay, so as a lot of people know, Jet magazine had been canceled a couple months ago.
What?
And today it came out that Vibe magazine is now canceled.
I know. I thought Jet magazine had turned into like an internet only magazine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There will be no more hard copies because they said that the sales are really, really bad because the world is now digital now, which makes sense. But it still made me really sad because I enjoy a good Jet.
I enjoy a good magazine.
I enjoy a good cover of my favorite celebrity on it. Like,
that's great. You
right.
You remember Jet Beauties of the Week?
Right. And then, you know, like somebody had said earlier, which is me, like, as much as I like these magazines, I only buy one when I want to. Yeah. It's not like I'm subscribed to them and I often support them.
And you know, that's crazy because the ones I am subscribed to is definitely not Jet.
Right. And then they will, you know, people will get the magazine and put the whole interview out, so it's like you don't even need to buy it nowadays. So
because at first, like, you didn't have the internet to get an interview,
right?
Like, you didn't have YouTube to watch an interview.
So I'm hoping that they still do the celebrity covers. It's just digital, but who knows? I wanted to give a shout out to Yvette, aka Taraji Henson, and I know that it should be Taraji, aka Yvette, but when I think of her, I just think of Yvette from Baby Boy. So it's her birthday, and her new her and Idris Elba's new movie comes out tomorrow, No Good Deed, and I'm excited. I'm hoping that I make some kind of time to get to the movies this weekend. I hate when I don't make the time to get there because it seems like I never get there, and I really want to see this movie, so I'm excited about that. A lot of Taraji publicity has been out, a lot of magazine covers, and that's what I was going to say. Her whole new look is really nice, but I don't want them to get too crazy. A couple of pictures that came out and she was looking like Michael Jackson. She was really white. I knew it wasn't just me because a lot of people were talking about it on Twitter yesterday. So
what do you mean, like pictures at the movie? Like
no, pictures of her, like just you know, because like interviews and stuff like that,
like promoting it.
Yeah. So if y'all get the chance, go see that in the movies this weekend because I think it's gonna be a really good movie. Also, today there's been this butt picture of Nicki Minaj flying around the internet. It looks like her butt is fake, and at first I thought it was a Photoshop, but several photographers got this shot. It's a scene where she's doing Anaconda and she has her leg lifted up, but she having like Daisy Dukes, and it's like leg, and it's like almost like her,
she can't sit down.
Yeah, like, and y'all know I'm Team Nicki Minaj. I'm Team Nicki Minaj, and I never was one to think that her butt was fake. I do think a lot of people's butts are fake, but I didn't think that Nicki's was fake. This today makes me think that it could possibly be fake, and that is...
If it's fake, I don't give a damn.
I mean, it's nothing we can do, but she's come out on a lot of interviews and said that it wasn't fake, so... And then, you know, they had the little Fashion Rocks program, which I didn't watch because I really didn't care about it. I did want to see the Nicki Minaj performance, but... she came on Instagram yesterday kind of upset because most of her performance, the choreography wasn't shown. They showed the audience because they said it was just too sexual.
But she said that, she also said her thing was, if they should have told her that her choreography wouldn't be able to be seen on TV because she would have changed it, and she was like, she feels like they used her name, you know, for the rating.
And it was she's one of those people who really, really, really love her fans, and she was just saying, you know, she feels like that they were robbed. It was robbed. Yeah, the fans were robbed from that. Then it comes out that she wanted to make a visit to her high school, which I just found out. And that the principal denied, you know, her request to come to the school and talk to the students. And a lot of people said that it's because that Nicki Minaj is not a role model. And I just feel like Nicki Minaj on stage and in the studio versus Nicki Minaj in an interview and just talking to her or two. It's
you
almost,
gotta
like her Sasha Fierce.
Stage life and real life.
Right.
And she probably wouldn't have said, you know, come out on stage shaking your ass, but she would have said, you know, inspire to be anything you want to be and know that, like, come on, like, people are just being ridiculous. Like, the principal probably wasn't a smut back in the day, but I guess nobody cares.
Yeah, so August Alsina is back on the bad side. I don't know if he's ever what?
Alsina.
What's that? Alsina. What's his name?
August Alsina.
August Alsina. That's how much I don't care about him.
Alsina. It reminds me of Alexander, like you say in the street. Yeah.
So every time that I hear something about him is bad,
and shit.
Today it came out. I mean, yesterday. No, probably over the weekend. I really don't know, but I was just reading up on it, and he was at a club in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he didn't go to like speak or anything. Like he was just going to have.
It was an after party, right?
Right. But it was, you know, I believe that he was on the flyer, like that he would be there. The party promoter, you know, basically called him up there to say something like, you know, we don't just want to come up here and say what you said. Like, we want you to come up here and greet the fans. He gets up there with his bullshit, talking about, you know, I came here, you know, to chill and have a couple drinks, and I told y'all that. Since y'all want to da-da-da-da and start flipping out. But my whole thing is, if your fans are there, why not come and speak to them?
Hold on, because I'm going to have to say it one more fucking time. Who the fuck do you think you are? You do what the fuck they ask you to. The fans are the reason why you have a job. The fans are the reason why you think you can act crazy like that. If you're somewhere to meet and greet your fucking fans, meet and greet your fucking fans. Like, what do you mean? I'm here to have some drinks. I bet you ain't pay for shit.
Well, while we got you started, it's time for Tanea's Ain't Nobody Got Time for That.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all know, but I really do like Tahiry. Like, I'm in love with her.
Who's Tahiry?
I'm not done. Okay. She is from Love and Hip Hop New York. She was Joe Budden's love interest, I guess, and then they didn't make it, but now she's like doing other things, like she's modeling, doing like, you know, other little sexy things or whatever, showing her butt, whatever. I follow on Instagram. But at any rate, rumor has it that she was supposed to go and do a runway show for New York Fashion Week. And when she got there, you know, after, you know, a couple of hours or whatever, she got into a scuffle with the producer for the event, who was a man. And I just don't understand. Like, what I'm saying is, like, because I keep on hearing different stories, like, you know, he banged her, whooped her ass, and it took 8 men to get him off of her. But then I hear that, you know, she threw a drink in his face and cussed him out, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But what I'm saying is, I really don't think that is a reason for a man to, you know, hit a woman. And but I don't feel like women should hit men either. Like, I just feel like we all too grown for that, to be fighting. This is a job. This is New York Fashion Week. Like, this is where, you know, granted it wasn't like, you know, great, like, you know, Alexander Wang or Jeremy Scott, but it was still nonetheless like this stepping stone. And I heard that the event got canceled and everything, and there was other people supposed to be there. And because y'all niggas don't know how to act, you know, like, people can't do their job, and I just don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time, like, if Tahiry was being a diva or whatever, I don't have time for that. You need to go to work and do your fucking job. And if she was being a diva or not, it still does not, that's not enough. Me being a diva, me, you know, acting like I'm the shit, that's not enough for you to put your hands on me. At all. That's not enough for you to make me lose money.
Go to the hospital.
Okay, yeah, like, she, and the thing is, like, she's an avid Instagrammer. Yeah. She hasn't posted anything since it happened, like, no pictures of her or anything. So I'm just like, and then they said that the man, he got released of his job duties. Of fucking course. Of course. You should have, like, the thing is, like, she's not, even though know a man shouldn't be hitting a lady. She's not no big lady either. Like, she's little. She's probably not even 5'3". What are you doing putting your hands on her? Like, I don't play that shit. I don't like that shit. Like, I don't like domestic violence. I don't like fighting. It's just too much.
And
I ain't got time for that shit.
all the best of luck to Tahiry. I wonder what Joe Budden did about it. You know, even though they not together, he don't have no
Well, he needs to sit his ass down because he just was in trouble for supposedly beating a girl up. But he said, he swear, you don't hear about that? It was this girl that he was supposedly been messing with for like a couple of weeks. And then she goes and says like he stole her phone and beat her up and like post all the pictures of her like face swollen and shit. Like, that's the... Like, that, I didn't believe it because I feel like you're doing too much. Who does that? Like, real victims real people who get their ass whooped, nobody's taking a picture and making a pic stitch to posting on Instagram of their bruised face.
Some hoes.
So he said, but he was like, you know, that wasn't him. Like, you know, he didn't do that or whatever. So he really had to go to the police and like turn himself in or whatever. Because she had pressed charges on that ass. So he needs to chill too.
Shout out to Tahiry. I actually like Tahiry.
Me too. I feel like she about her money. So
this is what I'm talking about. Like, I just feel like if everybody can get a reality show, we should too. But Christina Milian has a reality show coming out in early 2015 called is it called Christina Milian Turned? What is
Christina Milian Turned Up.
Christina Milian Turned Up, and it's not about just her. It's about you know, her family and her sisters are being there, and her mom is her manager, so it'll, you know, have their relationship.
Her daughter's gonna be on there.
Yeah, you know, the whole momager shit, and yeah, I'm not excited because Christina Milian, I was a Christina Milian, you know, back a dip it low, pick it up slow, but I mean, now who is she?
She ain't done shit since Dip It Low. I mean, I heard she's like a writer, I guess, and she like writes music for people, but I really ain't know nothing about it. And the thing is, I don't care to know anything about it. Like, she doesn't look like she could keep me, like I could watch her show.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Also, just to let you know, Monday The Real comes back. Isn't it so nice? I love when the fall comes and all these shows come back. But The Real's coming back, the one with, you know, Tamar, Tiny,
what time is that coming?
Adrian Ballon. It's a middle of the day show, so I'm gonna I'm gonna record them because, especially for Nene, because she really want to watch them. And what I wanted to say was, out of nowhere today, I was just like, damn, it's just like something has been so peaceful lately. You know, we already talked about Rihanna, so you know where that peace came from. Wendy Williams hasn't been on for a while. You know, she's on her break. I don't know when she comes back, but
Amen.
Lord, push the date back further. Woo!
Amen.
I mean, y'all notice how we finding out stories, but it's not like all shady and coming for people. Thank you.
Oh my God! Imagine if her show was still on with this Ray Rice thing.
She's still gonna talk about it when she come back.
I probably would have to give her big ass a visit.
Please tell me why today they have come up with the official new nicknames for Kim and Kanye, and I love them.
What is it?
Botox Betty and Ego Eddie. Bitch!
Botox Betty and Ego Eddie. Who made that up? Who does this?
Yes!
I know she crying.
She is definitely.
Yo, I hope that they got this on camera of her saying this and crying.
So fucking funny. I saw it on Nicole Bitchy today.
Yo, she really is Botox Betty. Like, it's getting ridiculous. I hate her new face. I hate her lip. And I hate her face.
Okay. Damn.
But
7:30. So, also, this is the last thing to talk about. The Beyonce Paris shows are about to start. They have been sailing France for like since her fucking birthday, the day before her birthday, and they just, you know, left to go to Paris so, you know, they could do the shows. The shows are going to be amazing. I don't know what this bitch has in store, but I can just feel it. Like, I know for a fact she about to come out with some new costumes. And out of nowhere, you know, Nicki Minaj posted a picture hours ago saying something like, I can't remember what her caption said. Basically, her crew were about to get on a plane.
Yep.
And then it, you know, grapejuice.net came on and he was just like, flawless remix with a winky face. I don't have time for you, Beyonce.
Can I say something?
I don't have time for
I
you.
what I was about to say. Never mind.
And the arena that the 2 pair shows are at holds 77,000 people. So I'm excited.
Oh, so no, this is what I was about to say when you said about new outfits, and I know that something great is about to happen because Fashion Week just left, and Ty was there all week long. Yeah. Like, he probably snatched something off of the model's body off the runway and gave it to Beyonce.
Yeah, and then, I just love when they go on vacations because you get all these pictures of Blue Ivy.
Blue
is the truth. Blue Ivy and North have the best pictures.
Yeah, they do.
Like the best screwy faces. Oh my God!
North has Ego Eddie's get the fuck on my nerves face down pat already.
It was so funny because Kid Frey was just like the picture that came out last night of North.
Oh yeah,
he was just like, I really believe the way we feel about the Kardashians, that's the way she feels about the Kardashians. Like, especially he had put up like, we going to grandma's house, and I was like, North probably can't stand Chris' ass. Can you imagine the face that she makes at Chris?
She probably only like Chloe.
Everybody loves Chloe. And
she probably like Courtney. I mean, she probably what's her name? Courtney. I said, what's her name?
Yeah, she might. She probably be trying to make her take organic shit and stuff. She might don't like that. But that's the end of our show. Go ahead and give them the quote for the week.
Oh, I got a quote for y'all. Hold on, I'm getting it. I forgot that was my job. No one knows what he can do until he tries.
Oh.
Publius Cyrus.
What?
That's what it says at the bottom. I kind of really like the name. It reminds me of Scandal. Publius and Cyrus. I was trying to be nice. You didn't like it?
I loved it. And that quote is very true. Read it to me again.
It says, no one knows what he can do until he tries.
Which is very true. I didn't know that I could be a YouTube host until I hit that record button.
True.
So we're gonna go now. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget that we got Beyonce coming on next week. We got my Scandal recap, which I am over the fucking moon about. Can't wait. I was trying to figure out how I could do a little Grey's Anatomy one too, but I'm guaranteeing you that neither one of the recaps, if I do end up doing both, they won't be long. Just a little refresher course. And just to let you know, we'll probably be switching Ain't Nobody Got Time for That to Mondays, because on Thursdays they'll be strictly Scandal days. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah.
Like I always say, hopefully nobody died, don't nobody get shot, and don't nobody slap their wife, because ain't nobody got time for that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jordan.
Shout out
Jordan. Always, even if he misses the show and he comes back days later, he always leaves me a page long comment, and I read all of it and crack the fuck up. He loves you too, by the way. But anyway, make sure y'all share this, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mother, your cousin, your sister, your brother. Make sure you like this, share this, retweet it, reblog it,
all of that too.
And if you didn't know,
now you know.
Now you know that there's no show like the show.
Are you okay?
What? You know what I was just thinking about? I'm really going to put together all our endings. Like, there's no show like the show at the end. And what's going on YouTube in the beginning. I just got to get better on my editing. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If there is anybody out there who can suggest me a good camera to get, we did go camera shopping. Yeah. And I couldn't find a camera with a remote so that I don't have to push the record button and then sit down. Like, that's annoying. True. And I can focus it in and out while I'm sitting down. So I need you guys' suggestions. So we're going to go now. Y'all have a good weekend.
Bye.